Mm, y'all are getting juicy. Cheers, adults. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are excited to see this face. Today, we are doing a sit down chit chat while I answer your burning questions that you've always wanted to ask me. So, without wasting any time, I will be beating my face, doing this face bit that you see here. Let's get straight into this video. I have questions here that I got from YouTube post. I'm gonna start with the first one. I'm not gonna say who asked the question. I'm just going to read out the question. Let's start with the first question. For my foundation, I'm using both the Revlon Age Defying 3X and Catrice Cosmetic All Matte Shine Control. I'm mixing them so that I can get my ideal skin color. The first question that I got is, hey, where did you grow up? What is your daily motivation? And how do you always appear so positive in all of your videos? Thank you so much for asking the question. Where did I grow up? I basically grew up at Letlhakane. It is a village that is like 502, 505 or 3 kilometers away on the north of Gaborone. It is in the central part of Botswana. So that is where I grew up. Primary, I went to school in Letlhakane, and then junior school, I schooled in Orapa. Orapa is like the diamond town that is situated about like 20 kilometers away from Letlhakane. That is where I attended my junior school. When I was schooling in Orapa, I was also staying in Orapa with my aunt, and then I came back to stay in Letlhakane. For senior school, I went to Letlhakane Senior Secondary School. That is where I did my BGCSE. I'm going to highlight with my LA Girl Pro Concealer. It is in color 4. How do you always appear to be positive on your videos? I don't want to say I'm motivated all the time, but most of the time, what makes me wake up in the morning and try to do something positive or try to do something good in my life is the goals that I have. Cannot stress so much about how much having a goal will impact your daily life, because if you're going to just live your life without having aspirations, without having goals, being hopeful to achieve certain things in life, you're not going to be motivated to do anything. Every time before I go to bed, I just have my journal with me. I just look back at what I did during the day. I go back to the goals that I've set and see if I have been doing the things that I have set to do for myself. So basically, the main thing that I'm trying to communicate here is having a clear goal. If you have a clear goal in mind or in writing, I advise that you have it in writing, because when you have it on paper, it's so easy for you to come back to it and say, okay, I have to work on this thing. If I can take today as an example, you will see this in the vlog that I'm currently filming. I'm filming a productive day in my life. I have planned this day a day before and told myself that I have to film this vlog. I have been postponing filming this vlog because I felt like it was just a lot of time for me, and I was just going through the most the other time, and I just didn't feel like sitting down and filming. So today I told myself that I have to film this video, and there were good reasons behind me filming this video. Of course, being able to take out content and also growing my platform. If I don't film content, if I don't put it out there, my platform is not going to grow. So having a clear goal, setting boundaries is what keeps me motivated daily. I cannot say I'm positive every day, but what I can say about this question is that YouTube is my happy place. I like video production, I like editing, I like just taking content, you know. So every time I pick up my phone to vlog, I I will be in a happy place. Like that is my happy place. So most of the time when I'm not feeling okay, when I'm like down on my mood, I just avoid filming because I feel like energy is very contagious. Personally, I don't like videos where somebody just decides to come on camera and act like we forced them to be on camera. I understand that sometimes there are creators who come here and share their journeys, maybe they're going through the most and stuff like that, but there are creators also who would just open up a camera and not give energy. You know, I love energy. I'm very big on energy. Cheers, dolls. I have a related question to the one that I've been answering. What keeps you motivated and in good spirits? I feel like I've said everything and answered that one well. The other question that I got was, she says, I'm sorry to ask, but what caused your scars and also what inspired you to start a YouTube channel? I have a very big scar here on my chest, and what caused it is when I was 8 years old, I was playing in a field or at somebody's place, like at our neighbor's place. I was playing with guys. I am the only girl of three boys in there, so like we're playing, it was all boys, and this little boy by then um found 2 liter drink bottle that had a liquid inside. By then she thought that the liquid that was inside was water. It looked like water. It wasn't water, child. It was acid. We were fighting kind of. He decided to get this water bottle and pour it on me, like head on. Had it come to my face? Had it come to my face, child? I don't know where would I would be, but I think I would literally be the same person that I am right now. So basically, you put it on like on here. I had a very huge and painful, what do you call it? You know, I don't hide my scar. I don't feel otherwise about my scar. I feel like it's just a part of me, and I'm literally embracing it every chance that I get. So yeah, that is what happens. That's how I got this other one scar. Is what inspired you to start a YouTube channel? It was back in 2019 when I had just finished uni. I had been watching a South African YouTube girlies, and I was just inspired in the girls that were creating content. You know, I saw myself, I felt like, you know what, this is something that I would actually do, and this is something that I would actually like doing. So in I think I started my YouTube channel in 2019, if I'm not kidding. I was so much bubbly back then. I really forgot to put on this. But I don't think that's a question. It says you have been so happy lately. I would agree with this because the girl has been so happy lately. Like I said in one of my videos, literally life started at 30. I have been learning myself, learning my triggers, realizing my childhood traumas, you know, like seeing how I can heal myself. With that, it comes the ability to be able to see where your problems are and hence being able to solve them or being able to work on them. So, whenever you can, try to learn who you are, try to go on dates with yourself. I have been going on solo dates. I've been taking myself out on dates. I have been buying myself flowers because I've realized that I love good things. I love and I love loving myself. I love being alone, and I've been doing so many things that I love lately. That is why I seem to have been so happy lately. It was because I am so happy. I got another question here. It is very interesting. And thank you so much for asking. Would you work on the corporate space or you love being full-time online boutique owner? Would you work on corporate or you like being a full-time boutique owner? I'm really loving where I am right now. I've worked before and I know what I can get. I feel like it won't be worth my time if I go full time into corporate, because for me, I believe in flexibility of time. Being like the best thing that you can ever have for yourself is being able to control time. I feel like time is one thing that a lot of people are trying to chase that they can't have. If you work in corporate, like it's it's deadlines, it's working Monday to Friday, it's having to report. It's just I feel like it's a whole lot of time, it's a whole lot of stress, and even the off days that people are given, a lot of people who work on corporate don't have enough time to spend with their family. And one thing about me, I love me some family time. I love me some time flexibility, being able to just travel back home like I did the other week, when I felt like going back home. But I'm not saying never, never say never. If a better opportunity comes, I'm willing to take it. But just bet on me with this one. I don't see myself working until I'm 40 or 50. If okay, if I start working on my 30, then on my 40s and on my 40, I can, you know, still be working. But I don't think if I start working, maybe if I start now, I don't think I'm gonna spend like so many years working on corporate. Guys, a little ad here. I just wanted to come and remind you to subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already, because a few amount of people are just watching and coming back to watch my vlogs and videos without subscribing. And if you find yourself coming back again and again and again, if again and again and again, you might just as well subscribe and also like this video. I know sometimes most of you watch YouTube on your TVs, and it will really be how to really be helpful if you can also go onto your phones and comment and like. So is everything okay with you? Everything is okay, my doll. Everything is superb. God has been so that I got good. Hi girl, and then I discovered your channel last year and I like it. Thank you so much. Are you traditionally married or living with your boyfriend? What did you study? So I have like two questions from you. Hey girl, hey. I'm not traditionally married, doll. I'm not traditionally, or even I'm not married, okay? I'm not. And are you living with your boyfriend? Yes, we are. I'm living with my boy now. And what did you study? So I studied public health, a bachelor's of public health. I have a degree in public health. Public health is just about like disease prevention, promotion, and um, disease prevention and promotion, and just health education at last. It's not clinical. Health is just about like the prevention and the promotion part of health. So I hope that answers your question. Okay, I'm getting the other one here. It just says, it just wanted to remind you how awesome you are. You're making me cry. Thank you so, so much. That is the coolest thing that you would have ever have to do for me. Thank you so much. Sometimes I feel like as humans, we forget how awesome we are. We forget how good we are. Sometimes you get used to yourself so much and you feel like you're unworthy or you're not awesome and stuff like that. And people like you remind me that I'm awesome. So cool. Thank you so much. And for the longest time, I've been putting on individuals, and today I'm gonna put on these ones. What do you call them? Strip lashes? I don't know. I love the fact that they give a cat eye illusion. Y'all are getting juicy. How did you meet your partner? I don't remember you sharing the story on your YouTube channel. Wakatadona? Wakatadona? Okay, I want you to make sure that you have your beverage wherever you are right now because I'm going to tell a story of how I met my partner. These are the words that I will say on my bridal shower flag. So for now, pray, hold your Bibles because we're not going to talk about that, doll. I don't think it's the kind of content that I want to share currently, but at some point in our life, when things progress or on the wedding day, you guys are gonna get this juicy story. I can't wait for it now. Okay, I cannot. I hope I answered you. The last question that I got was, how old are you? I'm 29 right now, turning 30 in July. So I'm basically 30 this year. I'm entering my third floor. And yeah, if you ask, I'm super excited about reaching 30 because I feel like with growth comes a lot of self awareness, comes a lot of not caring what people think and actually starting to live for yourself because when you're younger, when you're still in school, you're living your life trying to impress your parents, and then when you go to tertiary, you're going to live your life trying to impress your classmates, your peers and everybody around, try to um, portray a certain kind of life that you're not living. And then when you come to your 30s, but I'm not saying this happens to everybody. Some people reach this level of self awareness or their brain grows at a later stage than others. Some people reach this maturity when they are still in their 20s. But I'm saying right now for me, 29 years felt like the best year of my life. When it comes to being self-aware and starting to live for yourself. Hey guys, I'm done with my makeup and I just wanted to come here and say thank you so much for watching this video. Is later on during the day, that is why I am very much closer to my ring light so that you guys can see me properly. This is basically how I would do my makeup most of the time, and yeah, and answering your questions. Thank you so much for watching, and everybody who has left a question for me, I just want to say thank you so much. And if you have more questions, if you haven't had the opportunity to ask a question, you can leave it in the comment section below. If there are many, I can do a part 2 of this video. If there are not many, then I can answer them throughout my vlogs. So see you guys on the next one.